Hey tea heads, welcome to quiz number 5 of our private collection quiz series. In this series, you have the opportunity to taste some of my very, very valued and unique and precious to me private collection teas. So we've already released 4 quizzes previously. So every week we've been releasing a quiz. Each quiz consists of 10 questions. Answer those 10 questions correctly and you're entitled to win a sample of one of the private collection teas. So quiz 1, we allocated 50 or so samples of Gunlu private collection sweet dew from Masterly in Sichuan province. Quiz number 2, we allocated some of my legacy blend aged white teas. Quiz number 3, we allocated some 2025 Yiwu Gushu Sheng PuErh. Quiz number 4, we allocated some Dansong blended tea. And once those allocations have all been snapped up by tea heads, then you can take the quiz. All of them will be linked in the description below, but you can't then get the tea, but you get the education and the knowledge. And if you're quick enough, you can get some of this. This is quiz number 5. This is the prize. And this is some aged Sheng PuErh 2-tick tea, which means pinnacle grade. Aged Sheng PuErh from 2022. So not ridiculously aged, 3 years aged, but it's well on its way. Check it out. Oh, I'll put it here. Oh. So it smells amazing. It does smell slightly dank. Wow. So it's been aging out in the aging shed. We'll call it an aging shed, even though it's just a shed. But it's being stored there airtight, but with humidity packs. And also it's going to be reacting to the temperature and the weather. And I love it. I love the chaos of it. So head over after watching this video, or you can pause now and go and take the quiz. Go click on quiz number 5, answer those 10 questions. The quicker you do it, the more likely that you will be able to get one of the allocated samples. And you know, once you see that you've been awarded to the prize, you've got to add it to the basket and you've got to check out. And if you don't buy anything else, then you are going to have to pay for shipping for it, I'm afraid. I can't give everything away for free. But obviously, if you're buying other things as well, then you can get free shipping if you meet the qualifying requirements. So this is going to be from a range of places in Yunnan. There'll be a bit of, found a little rogue bit of nug of ripe tea there, which is, I'll drink that later. This will be, you know, from all over, but it will be top grade, pinnacle grade 2-tick tea. And it does smell, as I said, like it's got more than just a few years of age on it. All right. Let's give it a taste. I'll heat this up, this guy one up. So I've got lots of these little experiments stored away. They're all stored neatly away in buckets like this. And you can see sort of how much tea we sample every year. This is probably about 2 years worth, so 2021, 2022. And this will only be the 2-tick tea. So there'll be plenty that didn't make this bucket. In fact, probably 70 to 80% of the samples that we get would not make this bucket. It's only the sort of top, they're the cream, the 20% or so that will make it into this bucket. And every handful is going to be different because it's a legacy blend. Looks good. Looks very good. Oops. Okay. Here we go. Have a smell. Oh, it smells super aged. Raisiny, really raisiny. Dried fruits. Slightly alcoholic. Reminds me of just sort of very sort of dark ports, raisins, fruit leathers, jams, leather. Wow, the little alcoholic note. Clearly that shed is a little bit of a fermentation shed. That alcoholic note is definitely there. Oh yeah. Ooh, carob. Leather, clay, plasticine, frozen orange juice. Oh, this lovely mineral clay-like note moving into the forest floors is there. It genuinely smells sort of like it's about 7 years old, rather than just a few 3 to 4 years old. But you know, when you're storing teas like this loose, it ages quicker, number one. And also storing it all together, like a lot of tea together, I think also increases the sort of acceleration of aging. Because if you only had a small amount, then there's not enough there's not enough volume of like activity going on, but it just sort of builds and builds and creates its own little ecosystem in here for aging. We have quite a few of these buckets around, but this one I haven't tasted for a while. Here we go. Legacy Blend, Sheng PuErh 2021-2022. Samples, 2 tick tea. Cheers. Tastes aged. Okay, it's got that little fresh apricot brightness to it of more of a fresh tea, but then there's lots of leathers, lots of minerals. It's definitely in that phase where it's moving from the fresh to the aged. I reckon that if you got this sample, if you are lucky enough to snag some of this, I would, your choice, obviously it's amazing right now, but I would give it one more, like 6 months to a year, because yeah, it's got that beautiful transition phase where it's like got the sweet apricots, it's got the river water, it's got the minerals of a fresh, but in the background, there's all of these dried fruits, like I said, raisins, prunes, leathers, cherry cough syrup, and they're there. I think that they'll just amp up in 6 months to a year. Oh, but the fizz on my tongue, potent tea. Lots of great mouthfeel. I want to brew more. I promised myself with these videos I would only brew 1 infusion because we don't want to do a full tasting. But with raw pu'erhs, you got to give them at least 2. And I will be drinking these teas further through the night. Ooh, creamy note coming through. Brigadeiro. Cooked down condensed milk. Oh, so creamy. All right. Second infusion. Quick sip before I leave you, because I know you want to go and take this quiz. Don't burn yourself. Yeah. Okay, scratch what I said. Those aged notes are coming through in the second infusion. Strong. Dried fruits, dates, prunes, leathers. Amazing. Prune jam. I'm getting loads of prunes, loads and loads of prunes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, painful for me to give some of this away, but it's all in the name of education. So hopefully you get to do that quiz and you learn something along the way, and then you treat yourself to the prize of some totally unique pu'erh.